Hey guys, I hope you're all having a great day, and today I'm going to be talking about my July wrap-up. It's been a while since I've done a wrap-up because I have been in a reading slump for the past few months. It took me a while to reread. It was very difficult. I just didn't want to, and it was very, very bad because I couldn't make any videos about books because I wasn't reading any books and I just wasn't in the mood. And hopefully it all changed when I decided to listen to an audiobook, because I was like, well, let's just listen to an audiobook. I don't have to physically read it. Maybe it will get me out of my reading slump. Who knows? And by doing so, I ended up listening to 3 books this month. So I think it's pretty good. I still haven't finished my physical book that I have been reading since May, but progress has been made somewhere, so I will take it. First book that I read is Love and Luck by Jenna Evans Welsh, and this is the, well, it's not the sequel because, well, we don't follow the same characters. It's a contemporary book, so there's no straight storyline, so you don't have to read the first one to read this book, but it is a sequel to the Love and Gelato series trilogy. Well, we don't know, maybe it could be a series, but only 3 books have been announced yet. This book follows Addie and her trip to Ireland when she goes... Hi! What? Just go away. I will come and pet you later. Alright, so we follow Addie, who's in Ireland for her aunt's wedding, or what am I talking about? Her aunt's wedding, and she, well, how do I say this? She pushes her brother off a cliff, which is not ideal, which was very dangerous. He could have died, but he didn't. And her mother has, as a punishment, sounds weird. She forces her brother to come with her to Portugal to go, not to Portugal, to Italy to go meet her best friend Lena, who we follow in the first book. So in Love and Gelato, we follow Lena. In this book, we follow Addie, her best friend. A lot of things happen, and Addie doesn't end up going to Italy. She ends up staying in Ireland with her brother and his friend, his newfound friend, Rowan, and they visit Ireland together. That's not what Addie wanted, obviously, because she wanted to meet Lena in Italy, but she will also follow their journey to... I don't want to say too much. I don't know how to explain this storyline because it is so... It's not complicated, but just so much stuff happens, and I don't know how much is spoilery and how much is not, so I'm just going to stop there and just, it's good, so just go read it. That's all I'm going to say about that. I will be making a review soon, because I haven't done that already, did I? No, the one I did was for Love and Gelato. So Love and Luck will be coming in the month of August. The next book that I listened to was More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. This was my first book that I listened to by him, and it is his debut novel, so I am actually going to be reading his books in the order that they came out. I'm going to be making a video about it, so my thoughts and process of reading all of his books. I'm hoping to make this as a mini series where I do that with authors I still haven't read yet and see how that goes. I give this one a full 5 out of 5 stars. This book was a roller coaster of emotions, and I don't know how to still deal with it because there were so many things that happened and so many very surprising things that happened, and I did not see coming at all. And I will be making a video about this book because I need to talk about it to somebody, and nobody in my real life is going to listen to me talking about this book. So I will be making a video to talk about it in here. So yeah, I really loved More Happy Than Not, and I actually have started listening to History Is All You Left Me, but the premise of the story is not that interesting to me, and so I've been having trouble listening to it and actually doing it. I have listened to about an hour into the book, and it's not a lot. It's like 8% of the book, and it's not good. I really should be doing some more reading, but I don't want to go into another slump, but I'm having trouble wanting to listen to this book, so we'll see how this goes. And lastly, the book that I listened to is What I Like About You by Marissa Cantor. This is her debut novel, and it was amazing. I give this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was incredible. I loved it so much. It has a lot of Eliza and Her Monsters vibes into it, and I was so into it because I don't know how to explain that, but we follow Haley, and she is a blogger about bookish content. So this is basically us, like us reading about us, and I was so interested and so excited about her character because she has a blog and she makes cupcakes and she decorates her cupcakes about the covers of books. So it was the premise, just the idea behind it is so interesting that I loved it so much. And yeah, this book came out in April of this year, and it's a revelation. Honestly, everybody should read it, I think. And the story is really funny. Okay, so this is this girl Haley who has a blog, but she has a blog as a pseudonym. She's called Kels, with her blog being called One True Pastry. She has a boyfriend. She has a best friend named Nash, an online best friend. They've never met in real life, but she knows what he looks like because his profile picture is his face. So it's pretty easy to understand that it's him. And for the senior year, she has to go live with her gramps because her parents are like super popular directors, and they have to go film this thing super far away, and so they decide to stay in the US to actually go to school and to finish her high school diploma. At the school, she meets, well, you guessed it, Nash. And so this is a roller coaster of emotions because Nash doesn't know Haley. He knows Kels, and he's in love with Kels, but Haley's in love with Nash. So this is a very, very interesting love triangle, and I was so up for it. It's not at all like Eliza and Her Monsters. It's not a copied and paste story. It was really very different, and I really liked it. And I will also probably make a review about this because I loved it so much. It was so good, and I just yeah. So that was it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Tell me down below which books you have read this month, if there are any that I should read. Don't hesitate to give me recommendations. I will always take them, and I will see you guys next week with a new video. Goodbye.